What's up, y'all, and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down the total cost of repairs that home ownership has cost me so far. I've been in this home for about 5 months now, and it's been back-to-back repairs. And I know like your first year of home ownership is going to be the one with the most repairs, but I think in my case it may be a little extreme because I've had some major appliances kind of go they've just died on me. And so I don't want to make this to scare anyone, but I do want to make this video just so people can kind of see, you know, what they can expect, worst case scenario, and that will help you determine how much you need to have set aside in your savings just to make sure you are covered should anything die. All right, I know I kind of talked about some of my repairs in my first video, but for my first repair, and it was the roof, because the first night that we stayed in the house, I discovered that there was a leak in my kids' bathroom because it had been raining, and so there was a leak, and I had a little patch job on that. So far it has held up, and that cost me $260. So my first repair came the first night, but hopefully you get a couple of months into your home before things start going to hell. So the second repair that I had was my AC. You guys know I've been going through it with the AC. Yes, it has been extremely hot, but it's been extremely hot in the house as well, and the AC is just not keeping up. It's been about 74 to 77 degrees in the house no matter what I set it to, and I know that it's going to be a little difficult to keep up with the heat, but I just refuse to believe that people are sitting in 77 degree homes. Everyone's sitting in a home that's 77 degrees when it's hot outside. I'm sorry, I cannot accept that, but people just seem to think that that's normal and nothing's wrong with it. So the first person that I had come out, that AC repair was $804.83. That consisted of adding Freon, cleaning it out. It was really dirty, and I guess the previous owners weren't keeping up with maintenance on it. So that cost me nearly $1,000. And for these first two repairs, I completely forgot that I had home warranty. And so that was just something that was out of pocket. And the AC I started to realize that something was wrong with the AC about 3 weeks into being in the home. So I haven't really been able to catch my breath, but that was $804.83. And by the second AC repair, I did have a help of home warranty. So whenever I'm talking about the remaining repairs, remember that I have home warranty, which was paid for the first year by the seller. And I have heard a lot of horror stories about home warranty, about how it's a scam and, you know, it's a waste of money and you should just save for these repairs versus paying for these policies. But I'm going to break it down like this. And I've heard from different contractors that have come to my home when I tell them, you know, hey, can I get this broken down for home warranty? Sis, I've heard it all, and you're probably going to hear it all, especially if you're a single woman, and that's for a whole nother video. But just don't let these folks get over on you and tell you stories, because everyone else's experience is not going to be yours. So anyway, yeah, home warranty has helped with the percentage of the remaining balances or charges that I'm going to be going through. But what was I talking about? Oh yeah, home warranty. Okay, pause for a second because I really want to talk about this, because from my experience, I've seen nothing good. I have a home warranty with Old Republic. When I chose them, I didn't know anything about them, but I looked at their coverage and it looked pretty good. And so I went with them. I think it was about $682 as a premium for the platinum plan for a total of 12 months. So you may hear people say, you know, it's a scam, it's not worth it. But in my case, that has been completely false, and I understand that they're probably speaking from their experience and what, you know, their relatives have told them or what their neighbors have told them, friends have told them, and we tend to, as humans, just repeat what we hear even as adults. But in my case, they have saved me a lot of money based on, you know, the fact that I didn't have to pay for the first year. So first and foremost, if you are looking for a home warranty plan, check out Old Republic, orhp.com, because in my case they have been 100% worth it. And if they don't kick me off the plan, I would love to renew with them the next year. So I did have a service provider be like, you know, it's a waste and you might as well have just saved that money that you're paying for this plan. So in my case, first and foremost, it would have taken me a little while longer. And when I say a little while, it would have taken me a while longer to save the $12,000, probably more than $12,000 that I've paid in repairs so far. It would have taken me longer to save that money. And it makes no sense to say like, oh, I should have saved $12,000 versus paying $682 for a home warranty that has cut the cost by like, you know, 60%. So don't let these people who have had bad experiences with not so great home warranty plans tell you that it's not worth it and that it is a scam, because I have a good experience and it has saved me so much money. All right, we're back. So I hope what I was saying made sense, but I'll tie it all together in the end. The next repair that I had was electric. So in the kitchen, so there was something with the light switch power source that was not giving power to the dishwashing garbage disposal. The garbage disposal, it kind of affected the dishwasher as well. I don't trust the dishwasher here. I'm probably just gonna have to get a new dishwasher because I'm not putting my dishes in there. Don't trust it. But for some reason we thought it was the garbage disposal. My dad put in a new one, so I paid about a little over, maybe like $100 for that one. Found out that that wasn't the problem. It was something with the electric side of things. So I had someone come over to help me with that, and that cost me $468. And I had, after this, you know, in the midst of all this, I had still AC issues. Sometimes it would get up to 80 degrees in the house. We're sweating. I can't do anything. Even still, I haven't been able to really utilize the stove much because it just gets too hot in the house. I can't cook. So I was still trying to figure out, okay, what do I do, or what can I do when it comes to this AC? So I had a couple more people come out. It was like $90, $80 here and there for the service charge just to call them out. But eventually we decided on just replacing the indoor and outdoor unit. So that has been the biggest repair, or the biggest thing so far, and that cost me $9,570.60. Mind you, home warranty, they come in clutch. You gotta really stay on them and be persistent. Like, it took over, it was a mess, back and forth, the things that they were needing, but they're still helping me pay a portion of this. So I have a little over $2,000 that's my balance, but even with these other repairs, I have maybe like $80 that's mine, or $100 that's mine. So they're still putting in money, but that's almost like $10,000 by itself, and it's still not really keeping up. So next up is insulation, which when I catch my breath and can finally sit down and call someone to go up there, I will. But that was the last AC repair that I have had. Now, last week I did mention under my community tab, you guys saw like there has been something else going on in the house, and I want to talk. What is it? Motherhood. Oh God, it has been a day, child. Okay, so what was I saying? So I'm working, you guys know I'm working from home. I have Bella with me, which is my cat, throughout the day, and I thought she was like licking, you know how they clean themselves a lot, or I thought like she was licking something around the living room because I was hearing like droplets. So I didn't really think too much of it, but then it sounded like a waterfall, and like it sounded like something was like whoosh and it was raining. imagine a thunderstorm but somewhere in your house. And so I'm looking around, and where the air vent is, I open it up and it's just droplets coming down. And it's starting to pool at the bottom. And so I freak out. I call the people that replaced the AC unit that has been working on my AC. And I immediately thought it was the AC because I just got it replaced. And so I'm like, great, I just got this new AC unit and it's already flooding and ruining the house. So after they came out, we realized that it had absolutely nothing to do with the AC. So my water heater burst. It was rusted and busted, and from the heat and everything, the water heater burst, and my water heater is in the attic. So I thought I got off scot-free, really, without any like damage to the ceiling, but I didn't realize that the water heater was in the attic. Went out to the garage and it looked like it was just gonna fall through the garage. That was my fear if I couldn't get the water to stop. And wow, sorry for how I look, but I don't even know what I'm trying to say. The adjuster comes out from insurance, comes out Friday to let me know, you know, the damages, and first 1,000 of whatever it is mine. But I'm feeling good and hopeful and ready to get my garage back clean and smelling decent, because my garage is... So they were nice enough to like vacuum up the water behind the air vent and turn off the water to the water heater so that it would stop raining in the house. But obviously there is damage now that I have to repair because I don't want it to mold. So home warranty is not going to help me on that. They're not going to help me on the repairs, so I have to figure that out with my insurance. But to get the new water heater and whatever else they had to do up there, I called out a plumber, and that cost me $1,574.95. Home warranty is going to cut me a check for about $1,000. So that leaves me with a little portion, and they cut me a check because they have no in-network providers for anything in my state. I didn't realize that when I signed up for it. So all of these repairs I've been paying for up front and just waiting for reimbursement and praying that they don't change their mind when it comes to reimbursing me. And so I'm still waiting for my check on that. But that was the latest update on what has gone wrong in Diana's home. But I'm trying to look at it from like a more positive outlook and perspective, because if I don't, like, I'm really gonna lose my mind. It's been 5 months. I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, what is that? 6 repairs, 2 major appliances. I could easily lose my mind and feel like I made a mistake and kind of go and spiral out of control, which I've done. I'm going to be honest. I've done that. And I think that that's normal when you make a big purchase like a home. you kind of are like, oh, you know, what did I do? And if something goes wrong, you're like, yep, see, I knew I shouldn't have done it because XYZ, and you kind of use that to validate those feelings that you were feeling. So I don't want to do that. And really quickly, I did forget to mention, like, when this all went down that day, I could feel my blood pressure like spiraling. Look at that. Because I didn't know what it was. And then when I learned what it was, and it wasn't the AC unit, it was something completely new that I was going to need to replace. I'm like, that's it. This is it for me. I'm going to go and meet my maker because I feel myself about to like go into cardiac arrest. So I took my blood pressure, and obviously I have a cup because I just have high blood pressure anyway. And it was like, I've never seen it that high. Cute. So that is how home ownership is going for me. It is that stressful. But good note is I am still here. Obviously, I'm here to tell the tale, and I didn't have to drive myself to the hospital. I don't want to spiral. I've been really just focusing on like me. I'm worth more than the birds. Like my scriptures, I'm worth more than the birds. I don't have to sit here and be anxious and stressed out about how I'm going to pay for this and how I'm going to do this. I'm worth more than the birds. Therefore, I will be taken care of. Everything's going to get taken care of. I really feel like God is on my side because I haven't had a home warranty that said, no, we're not going to pay for this. They've been putting out a lot of money. They probably put out about 10K so far behind me. So they're probably ready to drop me after this year. But I just sit and think, like, what if I had one of those home warranty plans that weren't going to pay for anything? I would be up Shiite Creek. Now I have brand new major appliances. So that is a blessing. I have warranties behind them now. And hopefully they last me 10 plus years. So I don't have to worry about it. I'm getting it all out the way up front. I'm learning as I go, and I still have like a good whole handle on my debts, because you guys know my credit cards and everything, I have not been able to pay anything towards them besides the minimum. But I'm keeping them relatively the same, minus the check that I'm waiting to clear. But yeah, I'm feeling good. Hopefully nothing else major pops up. And before we go, I do want to calculate this total. Okay, so altogether in repairs so far, I have paid out, or it has cost me $13,304. I did not include the cents because my camera's about to die, but hopefully that gives you guys a good baseline of kind of what you would need to have set back just to cover major appliances and major repairs should anything start breaking down after closing. And yeah, I'm doing good, y'all. I'm feeling positive. I'm feeling good, and hopefully this helps some of you all. But my camera's gonna die, and I will catch you in the next video.